Good morning everybody. This is a short demo of a feature that we're playing with for Historypin at the moment. This is an alpha, it's very much a proof of concept, but it's something we discussed a lot during the design phase, and so I wanted to show you where we're up to. So here I am looking at the new Explore interface. Hopefully this all looks pretty familiar. I'm actually on a development server, so this is test data, and I'm in the 1989 project. I've come across to Japan and pinned a bunch of things in downtown Tokyo. In order to keep them well separate from the rest of the content, and I'm looking at some images that of course aren't really of this area, but they illustrate the concept. Now, as I say, this is on a development server. It's a proof of concept, but it is going to be deployed to the live history pin. It is going to be deployed in a hidden state, which means that no one will see it, no one will use it. Its purpose is really just to allow us to experiment with it and maybe enable it for some subset of users on certain projects at certain times. The way to enable it, I'm afraid, is pretty complicated. It involves going into your JavaScript console and running this command, but when that's run, it opens up this little play button. And this play button allows you to run a slideshow. So if I click play here, then without interacting, it will now work through each one of the images in the slideshow. What it's doing is it's updating the URL here. If I just resize this screen a little bit so you can see the URL, then each time the slide changes, it's actually changing the URL, which means that if I pause, I can interact with this page as if it were a normal page. So anything I do on this page is exactly as it was. If I'm playing and then I decide to click on the map or start interacting in some other way, then it pauses the slideshow. So it's all very non-invasive. If I click on another pin, that's fine. It just jumps to that pin. And if I click play, it then continues the slideshow from that pin. So this is a nice way, I think, of just having a sort of lean back experience of a project. Clicking play allows me to just sort of work through it until I see something of interest, and then I might go and have a look, or comment, get more information on it, and so on. The motivation for doing this was largely around creating some kind of JavaScript interface that goes through all of the pins in a project. It's, as I say, very much a proof of concept. There's all kinds of things about it that we might want to change before actually releasing it as a feature, but I wanted to give you a little demo so that you could have a look, and if you're interested, please let me know, and when this does deploy on Historypin, I can share the code to enable it so you could have a look at the data there if you'd like. Thanks very much.